Hey y'all, it's Megan. Welcome back to the channel. Glad y'all are here today. Come along with us. We're going to try to squeeze in a few things while we got a little break in this rain. If you don't know, we're in the foothills of North Carolina, and right now we're in a daggone monsoon, I'd say. Yeah. They're calling for, I think, 2 or 3 more inches of rain. We've already had 2 or 3 inches so far. So we're gonna go around and do a few things.
We thought we was gonna pull this garlic, but we had a slight feeling that it might be just a little bit too muddy. I mean, we could probably get by with pulling it, but there's just a whole lot of dirt that's sticking to it. But y'all, this is some of the prettiest garlic we've ever grew.
Look at that head.
I've been seeing a lot of people on YouTube saying that this year's garlic's the prettiest garlic they've ever had. Must have been a good year for garlic. But
so we're not too worried about this molding or anything because, I mean, they're not dead. So yeah. I think they'll be okay till it dries out a little bit.
I do wish we could have got it before all this rain come in.
Oh man.
2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. We do have one little chore over here that I know we can get done that don't matter how wet it is, so we'll go over here and get that took care of. All right, look in there. They're all looking all right.
Look at that one!
Look at that one bowing up on us. What do you think you're gonna do?
You're going to Petters.
Yeah, they look good. You're so silly. Y'all, I've never, in the month of June, especially like in the heat, have to put a heat lamp on chicks because it's usually warm enough even at nighttime at this point. But where it's down in the 60s, I didn't want these little guys getting too awful cold, so.
But anyways, what we're gonna do today, or this morning, is pull out our old broccoli plants that have started to bolt and pull our carrots.
We're a little confused on what's going on with the broccoli. Maybe it's just gotten too old, but it's not been that hot. We've had a couple of hot days. Usually the heat is what makes it bolt, we thought, but yeah, it's wanting to.
I can't look the other way.
You wanna pull these carrots first?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, look at those little bitty fellas.
We've done pulled a lot of the bigger carrots here, and we just kind of left these thinking they may grow. Look, there's a white carrot.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know.
It probably didn't get ready enough. Ooh, look at that little fella.
I guess these should have been thinned even more.
Yeah, we thinned them a lot, I thought. But it'll still be enough I can cut up and freeze them.
Oh, there's a nice one. Look at that thing.
Hold it up there.
Look at that.
You have to let Jacob eat that one.
That's probably the best carrot we've ever grew right there.
Yep, there's a nice one.
Carrots is something we've never had a tremendous amount of luck with.
Look at that one.
Yep.
Look at those two.
I bet all the ones that we've done pulled would have been like this if we hadn't pulled them. Look at that. That looks nice.
Oh, look at that one.
There's a nice one.
Oh, look at that big jump fella.
All of those are pretty good.
Yeah. Got all of them? Where's all that? Oh, that's clover.
Yep, that's it. That's all it was left.
Well, look at my banana peppers. They sure are looking pretty. They're falling over. They're getting heavy.
So y'all, tell us what happened to this broccoli. This stuff has been pretty, been really pretty. But here in the last couple weeks, well really not even a couple weeks, just the last week or so, it started turning yellow on us and looking kind of stressed. And like that head right there should have never started blooming yet. I mean, it's just now made a head and it's already starting to bloom. So I don't know, it may be the temperatures, but I've had broccoli in hotter weather than this before and not do that. But we're just gonna go ahead and pull them all out. Had some good roots on it. This is another thing about the raised bed, y'all. We've had 2 inches of rain. And look, we're out here working in this stuff. You know, they just drain, when you do this kind of soil and stuff in them, they just drain so good. There you are.
Thank you, sir.
So, when we were on our little escapade a couple weekends ago, we went up on the mountain, we stopped in a little store, and they had some of these. I don't know if any of y'all's ever planted these white wonder cucumbers before, but it may just be a mind thing, but for some reason or other, we've always thought they made really good dill pickles, especially when you pick them young and just use them whole. These are like a old-timey type pickle. They are an heirloom. So we're going to plant them back into this bed right here, and we should have plenty of time for them to make us some cucumbers.
So, funny story. If you've never seen the white cucumbers, they almost look like sunburnt cucumbers to an extent. And when I sell produce sometimes out here in the yard, I've had these for sale before. We hadn't planted them in a couple of years, but I've had them for sale before. And I've had so many people come up to me and say, why are you selling sunburnt cucumbers? And not realize that there's such a thing as a white cucumber.
So what we're hoping is we're planting these in perfect time here. And we should get another, got too many in that hole. We should get another shower sometime later this evening. And these things will come right on up. I guess that'll do it. We'll go down here and throw these into the pigs. And that's about it. That's all we can do right now out here anyways. It's too wet.
Pigs, come on. Get y'all's lazy tails out of the house. Look how fat that red and white one is.
Yeah, that red and white one's pretty. Got that one black one that's really pretty too.
They're tearing it up. Yep. Look yonder. Look at there. All right, guys, in between rainstorms, we got to get these critters moved, these cows. So we're gonna move them on to the next spot. Working pretty good so far. We're running out of grass quick. So I don't know if this rotational grazing will work, but we're gonna see. Let's go. They're starting to figure out the routine somewhat. Come on, Candy. Let's go. Two cows. Two cows. Come on. Two cows. Come on, Quaz. Come on. Come on.
Come on, Candy. Come on, Belle.
Two cows. Woo. Come on. This way. Come on, baby. Come on, Quaz. Come on, Belle. Woo, cow. There you go. There you go. The worst part we found about this so far with the rotating is our water situation.
Down here.
Down in this area. We're in the very lower part of our pasture. And we've got like, I can't tell you how many feet of water hose running right now. But, you know, moving them and then refilling up this trough, that's what takes the longest.
It's something else we've learned, but needless to say, we probably learn something every day. And we're not moving them, even though we're moving them.
It's like every day and a half.
Yeah, about every day and a half. That's not as often as they should be moved. I really think we'd be better putting them on a smaller spot, but moving them, say, every 12 hours instead of every day, because they're still leaving. They got some places they eat to the ground and some places they didn't touch at all in our paddocks. But we're doing the best we can with the time we got and what we got to work with. And one thing I've learned is, now that I've done this one time, I know I need to run me a good, like more like a permanent wire down through the middle of this pasture so I can tie the poly wire to it and just split that section up instead of having to use the poly wire to split this. I think that would make life a whole lot easier for us when we go to move.
This pasture is shaped like a boot almost.
Yeah, this pasture's got a weird shape to it. But what happened was back in the spring when everything should have been growing like crazy is when we had that bull in here and we just didn't have a way to have everybody set up like they should.
Because the two that are going to the processor are heifers.
And we didn't want those bred.
Yeah.
So the grass has been behind all year just because of the way we had to do things.
I didn't get my timing right. I should have bred my milk cows after, I mean, pretty much as soon as I got Candy, we should have got a bull up here. Right?
Probably, but
well, actually, Belle should have been bred a year ago.
Yeah, Belle should have been.
And so that was bad timing on our part, or my part. And you live and you learn. That's how you learn things. So I know now.
Well, you know, I've been around cows a lot, but I've never had cows of my own until we got these to deal with. So I guess some things like that you just don't think about them, you know, and you should be thinking, well, you know, as soon as that calf's born, you know, we need to give it a little bit and then get a bull back in there with her so she can be bred again. Well, you know how it is. Life happens and you get busy and before you know it, a year's been by. But anyways, I want to give y'all a quick tip up here on this poultry net. If you saw our deer fence video and you've seen that we didn't have good power on the fence, I want to show you what it was because it was something that was not very obvious at all. So we finally narrowed it down. We come around here and unhooked the poultry netting and we'd get 9.9 on that fence. As soon as we'd hook it back up, it'd kill it back to like 3 point something. So I knew instantly something was going on with the poultry net. So what it was these wires here had slid down and got against the metal post there. And so every single one of them was like that too. So that's just something to pay attention to if you've got this poultry net, and make sure that these little wires stay on the fiberglass part because that will short them out in a heartbeat. I mean, that's a dead short right there too. The good thing about all this rain is we can actually get the posts in the ground now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something there to keep your eye on if you use this stuff because that, like I said, it happened on both ends of this netting here. So there's no telling how long it's been that way. But anyways, I thought I'd mention that just in case anybody else was having problem energizing their netting and couldn't figure out what it was.
Well, guys, we sure do appreciate y'all watching today and appreciate all your continued support. We do this for y'all. We love to teach people, love to show people, love to encourage people to grow their own food. And hope this video has been a little encouragement for you. And anyways, looks like the rain's let up, sun's trying to come out. Time to get even busier. Stuff's about to start growing. Y'all have a good one.